Hey, Dana. My dad is the CEO, did you know? You're super lucky that I find you so attractive. In the future, you're going to be the CEO's wife.
I think there's a huge misunderstanding. I'm honored to hear that you like me, but I can't go out with you. I have a fiancé.
You're talking about me, right? Don't worry, we can cut out on all the formalities. Just chill. Pretty soon, we're going to be husband and wife.
That's not what I meant. I already have a partner. We're engaged. That's why I can't go out with you, Richard.
It's alright. You don't have to hide anything from me. I love you, and I know you love me too, babe.
Wait, how in the world did you come to that conclusion? You're making me really uncomfortable right now.
I understand. Think of all the money you'll have. It'll be quite the change from how things are now, huh? Hey, how about we go on a nice vacation together? It'll be great. You'll get to know what it's like living as a millionaire.
You're not listening to me, are you? I said I can't go out with you. I'm already engaged to someone else. So please, stop trying to talk me into this.
Come on, you don't have to lie. I wonder how long it's been since we started dating.
What? What are you talking about? We're not dating, Richard. We've never even gone somewhere together. Why are you saying that?
Don't worry, it's okay. I get it. You've been checking me out a lot, haven't you, Dana? Did you think I didn't notice?
Have I? I'm pretty sure I haven't.
You're really shy, aren't you, Dana? But that's alright. That's part of the reason why you're so hot.
Please, would you cut it out? You really shouldn't say stuff like that to people you aren't dating. It's just creepy. Disturbing, even. It's highly inappropriate.
Wow, that stings. But that doesn't change the fact that I love you, babe. I noticed that your expression could get really serious sometimes. However, I have to admit, I like you playing hard to get. Not bad.
Excuse me, but I'm not playing hard to get. I don't appreciate you misinterpreting things like that. If you can't tell, I'm being dead serious.
It's good. I'm a nice guy. I accept you for the way you are. I mean, you're being hit on by the future CEO. Of course you're excited. I really don't blame you. Think about it, Dana. All the other girls would be so jealous.
I'm not so sure about that. Like I said 100 times already, I'm already engaged to someone else. I don't want to be hit on by a guy I'm not interested in. It's just wrong.
You know, Dana, you could be a bit difficult sometimes. I understand you're playing hard to get, but I think you're going a bit too far this time. You don't want me to tell on Father, do you?
Please, would you just cut it out already? I'm just trying to do my job at work. I'm definitely not trying to send you any signals that I'm into you. I know your father is the CEO, but this is starting to get out of hand. And I should mention, I'm not interested in office romance either.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, you're right. Office romance does make things awkward sometimes. So, that's what was troubling you, wasn't it? In that case, you should have just told me so.
Sorry? I don't think you understand.
You want to stay at home and become a housewife, don't you? That's why you were acting so strange. I'm sorry I couldn't notice it earlier.
Hold on. Could you please explain to me how in the world you came to that conclusion? What is wrong with you? Are you insane?
It's okay. I get it now. I was going to keep it a secret, but I guess it's time to let the cat out of the bag, huh? Surprise! You're going to become a housewife, babe.
Okay. I can tell you're definitely not listening to me.
You know what they say. Us guys tend to communicate directly. We take things at face value. We're more confrontational. Girls, on the other hand, they're subtle. They give us cues and hints, but at the end of the day, girls just want us guys to understand. We need to figure out what they're hinting at. I'm sorry I couldn't understand you more sooner. I'll do better next time. I promise.
I'm pretty sure I'm being super direct with everything. I mean, you are right about one thing. I do want you to understand. I'm starting to think this is hopeless.
I know, and I'm deeply sorry about that. I wanted to act a bit cool, you know? Make a show for you. I promise, after the wedding, you can become a housewife. I was planning on telling you that once I officially asked you to marry me.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Marry you? You have to be joking. I'm absolutely not going to marry you. What in the world are you talking about?
Dana, thanks for being my girlfriend. I really appreciate it.
No. Wait a second. This is all wrong. I'm not your girlfriend, Richard. We're not dating.
It's all cool. And like I told you before, you don't have to be so shy. I know you're just trying to be polite because my dad's in charge. I get it. But I wouldn't mind if you acted more honest with me.
What? That's not it at all.
No worries. I, the future CEO, will make sure everything works out for you. For the both of us. Not to mention, you won't have to worry about money anymore. Aren't you glad?
I can't. I seriously can't believe you.
Of course you can't. I'm too good to be true. No one could have ever dreamed of being loved by me, son of the chief executive officer. But I didn't expect you to be so happy, Dana. I'm glad I decided to talk to you about it. You won't regret it.
I can't believe it. Your thought process is unfathomable. It's just scary at this point. Listen, there's no way I'm marrying you. I'm not your girlfriend, Richard. I never was.
Don't worry, it's all right. I get it. You just can't wait to become my fiancée, right? I'll get right on with the marriage proposal. You'll be the happiest girl in the universe. Just you wait.
No, wait, you're getting it all wrong. Seriously, cut it out. Richard, listen to me. You're acting crazy. Richard! Hello?
Don't hold it against me, Dana. That's what you get for rejecting me like that. But you should know, you're such a drama queen sometimes. I just punched you a bit. You didn't need to call an ambulance. I bet the bruise is already gone by now. You're pretty weak if that hurt you.
I can't believe you have the audacity to say that to me. I was sent to the emergency room, and it's all because of what you did to me. You assaulted me. And for what? For rejecting your marriage proposal. And I didn't even want that to begin with. You're a psychopath. I'm going to sue you for this.
Big deal. You just got what you deserved for rejecting me. And it's no use suing me, by the way. Father should have already covered it up by now.
I see. You don't know who my father is, do you?
Why would I know who he is? No matter what, there's no way he's more powerful than my dad. My dad is the CEO, for crying out loud. No one has more authority than he does.
I would beg to differ. I'll tell you, since you don't seem to know. My dad is the head of the local mafia, which is still very much active around here.
The mafia's boss? You've got to be kidding. So what? What's he gonna do? Put a horse head in my bed? Doesn't matter. Pretty sure that doesn't have anything to do with me.
Oh, but it has everything to do with your father, Richard.
And how do you figure that? What would me or my father have anything to do with the mafia's boss?
Some time ago, your father's company was suffering from financial difficulties. It was really close to getting bankrupted. That was when my father came into the picture. He helped your father out. My father didn't give me an exact number, but he said he fronted your dad a couple $1 million to keep his business from going under. For all I know, the two seem to have a pretty long history together. They're really tight.
Oh, is that so? Great news then. That only means that we're pretty much destined to be together. Our fathers would be so proud of us.
You really don't get it, do you? That's what makes you so insufferable.
I don't quite follow.
How long are you planning on deluding yourself like that? You've crossed the line so many times, I can't stand it anymore. Who do you think you are? Who gave you the permission to go on and act like my boyfriend?
What do you mean? It's a tremendous honor to become my girlfriend. A privilege. Aren't you happy too, Dana?
As I said before, you're just being a creep.
What did you say?
I'm not interested in stupid, creepy guys like you. There's no way I'll ever date you.
I don't understand. Dana, what happened? Are you feeling all right? You're not acting like yourself.
That's what makes you so creepy. Could you stop talking to me as if we're dating or something? You barely even know me. For your information, I don't have a single cell in my body that's interested in you.
But Dana, aren't you happy that you're my girlfriend? That you're able to marry me?
Happy? Yeah, right. It only makes me irritated. After all, I have to spend my precious time dealing with idiots like you. I will never, ever date you, Richard. Not in a million years. Besides, as I said countless times before, I'm already engaged to someone else.
What? You are? What do you mean? That's not possible.
Looks like someone wasn't listening, huh? I told you before, haven't I? I have a boyfriend. I'm engaged to him. I love him more than anyone else in the universe. He asked me to marry him. Of course I said yes, and now we're happily engaged.
How dare you? After all this time, you were cheating on me?
Would you just cut it out with your delusional nonsense? Look, I've never dated you in my entire life. Never even thought about it. And I'm definitely not interested in you either. Your little marriage proposal just causes trouble. Don't you ever do it again.
Come on, Dana. You're just trying to act tough, right? Tell me the truth, please.
You assaulted me after I rejected you. What else do you want from me? What else do you expect? I hate you. I despise you.
No, you're just acting. Just playing hard to get. That's what's going on, right? Please, babe, Dana, tell me the truth. I'm begging you.
You're really good at one thing. Taking things the wrong way and deluding yourself. I'm not playing hard to get, Richard. Even if I was, I wouldn't worry about it. My hatred for you is real enough. I'll rather die than date you, much less marry you.
No, you're kidding. Think about it. I'm going to become the next CEO of the company. No girl would ever think about rejecting me. Never.
Well, then think of me as the first girl to ever reject you then. Or is that too hard for you to comprehend? To be honest, I think most girls would prefer you not talking to them. Oh, but you know what? You might want to try out some dating apps. You might be able to hook up with some girls, if they're ignorant enough. Although, I'm sure they'll just be after your money.
This isn't funny, Dana. Everything about me is perfect. And I have tons of cash. I'm flawless.
But it's not your money, is it? It's your father's. Don't act like you're the one who worked for it. Reality check. You're just a balding, creepy, insufferable D-bag. You should really come to your senses. It's only going to get worse from now on.
How dare you say something like that to me? You've deceived me. How could you?
I didn't deceive you. I told you from the get-go. And I should be the one who's angry. Just think of all the trouble you caused.
You know what? Fine. Have it your way. I'll have father deal with this. You'll be fired. You'll regret everything you've said. And you caused me emotional distress, so don't think I won't be suing you for that, too. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Hello? Have you listened to a single word I've said? My dad is the Mafia's boss. Your father and mine have a long history together. They're close. If I were you, I'd be more worried about yourself.
Oh yeah? What's your dad gonna do? Huh?
Your father knows about what happened between the two of us.
So what? Father's on my side. He'll protect me.
I wouldn't bet on that.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
My dad's infuriated by what you did to me. I did get sent to the hospital after all. My dad usually keeps his cool, but he was fuming. I'd be worried if I were you.
And I don't really care if your dad's mad or not.
He told your father, and apparently he was angry too. He couldn't believe it.
What? What do you mean?
You assaulted the daughter of someone he had close ties with. Not to mention, your reasoning behind that was because I rejected your marriage proposal. You also deluded yourself into thinking the two of us were dating. I'm pretty sure any parent would feel ashamed if their child acted like that.
Is that what they told him? Liar! You're the one who tricked me into thinking you liked me. It's all your fault.
I figured you'd say that, so I made sure to bring your father evidence. Our chat messages explain everything. It perfectly shows what was going on between us. And don't even think about deleting your messages, Richard. It's too late for that. I already took screenshots and saved them in a separate file.
Oh yeah? Then tell me, why should I be worried, huh?
You're going to be disowned by your father, apparently. Too bad about your dream of becoming the future CEO, huh?
Disowned? But why?
I don't know. Maybe because you assaulted me? How on earth did you get through life by being this dense? It's actually astonishing. Not only did you put someone in the hospital, that someone happened to be the daughter of someone very close to your father. You're in for a very rude awakening. One of our fathers is definitely going to knock the rocks out of your head very soon.
Why, Dana? Why do you have to mess up my life like that? This isn't fair. I'll sue you.
Oh, gee, this is actually insane. What reality are you living in? Besides, I'll have you know, my fiancé is a very competent lawyer.
Your fiancé is a lawyer? That doesn't matter. I have all the money in the world. There's nothing I can't solve with a little cash.
No, your dad has all the money in the world. The only money you have is what he gives to you. I wouldn't count on it if I were you. You're going to get disowned, remember?
Damn it, that's not true. I'm his frickin' son.
Son or not, your actions were inexcusable. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't want anything to do with you anymore. Oh yeah, just a friendly reminder. I was physically assaulted and mentally traumatized too. So I'll be seeking compensation from you. See you at court.
Court? As if. There's no way. If anything, we're going to court because I'm suing you.
Sure, go right ahead if you think you can. From now on, we can speak through our lawyers.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
I think it'll be about several $100,000, so prepare yourself. It's nice of you to learn your lesson. You should never mess with my dad and my fiancé. Oh, and don't even think about running away. The Mafia is willing to chase you to the ends of the earth. After that, Richard asked for help from his dad, the CEO of the company. But the CEO was furious. He disowned him on the spot, as expected. Apparently, Richard was later kicked out of the house as well. Richard felt that he was in danger. Despite Dana's warnings, he tried to run away. But a mobster working for Dana's father managed to hunt him down just as he was about to leave the state. He got sent away to a foreign country, where he is forced to work at some kind of coal mine. No one has ever heard from him since. Pretty brutal ending, but he got what he deserved. On the other hand, after the creepy stalker dude was out of the picture, Dana fully recovered from her injury and was able to get back to work. She happily got married to her fiancé. They had a beautiful wedding. Richard's mistake was that he mistook his father's authority as his own. After he got disowned, he was forced to face reality, that he was a nobody without his father. So, how did you like it? It's pretty surprising that someone could be so delusional. I really don't want to become someone like that.
Hey, said, baby, my card just declined when I tried to pay for some groceries at the shop. I was wondering if everything was okay with the accounts? Like, did we have enough money in them for me to actually be able to buy these groceries?
And how is that my fault? I mean, of course we have enough money, unless you're buying ridiculously expensive things like you normally do.
Well, it's just, you manage all of our finances, and this isn't the first time that this has happened. I couldn't pay for a little cup of coffee the other day, nor could I pay for petrol. It's getting kind of worrying.
What are you worrying about? The bank is obviously just trying to scam you and get more money off of you. Your cards are fine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay then. It's just, well, for the last couple of months, I've noticed that you've been spending ridiculous amounts of money from the joint account, and I have no clue where it's going. All I can see is that it's going out, but considering there's nothing to show for it, I was wondering what you were doing with it.
What? How do you know that? Have you been spying on me?
What? No. I've just noticed the amounts coming out of the account.
Well, what are you doing looking at the accounts?
My card kept getting declined, so I checked to make sure there was money in the account. Why are you avoiding the question?
I'm not avoiding anything.
So then, where's the money going?
I've been taking money out to pay for the bills and stuff.
What do you mean?
Well, with you not working, we don't have a lot of money, so I've not been able to pay the rent or bills for some months. I've had to take the money out to make sure that I had enough money to pay for everything.
Surely things aren't that bad. I mean, I'm looking for a job, so we should be able to put the money back soon. But if things are that bad, then you should have said. I'd have tried to do something sooner.
Yeah, well, you probably wouldn't have. You're just saying that to try and make yourself look good. I know that in reality, all you do is nothing. You'd expect me to work twice as hard to pay for everything, so that's what I've done. I don't think me using a bit of the savings to try and actually pay the bills is wrong, unless you want to be put out onto the street. You do know that it takes money to stay in a house, don't you?
Of course I do. But I still think that it doesn't cost the amount you've been taking out.
Well, it does, so you'll just have to deal with it.
Fine. Oh God, Cedric, something terrible has happened.
What is it now?
I just got a call from the hospital. My dad has had a heart attack and passed away.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to the hospital. My brother's there, so I'm going to meet him.
Okay, if that's what you want to do.
Are you not going to come as well?
Why would I do that?
Because my dad has just died. It would be nice if my husband actually came and comforted me.
Well, I can't right now because I'm busy. I'll just see how you're doing later.
Wow, thanks. That's real kind of you.
Yeah, well, one of us has to actually work if we're gonna have any money.
Meaning what exactly?
Well, let's face it, you don't exactly like to work, do you? If you have a chance to get out of it, you will.
You know what? I can't deal with this right now. I'm going to go and be with my family in this incredibly difficult time for me. If you don't want to be there for me, then fine. Do what you want. I don't care.
Fine, I'll see you later then.
Fine.
Hey, Jenny, you had your dad's will reading today, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Well, how much has he left us?
Excuse me?
How much money were you given in the will? I mean, surely he must have given you something. He wouldn't leave his daughter with nothing.
Well, I don't think that's really important right now, is it?
I guess not. Can you just tell me, yes or no? Is it over 100 grand?
Cedric!
Jeez, okay, no need to get so marty. It was only a question.
A really insensitive one.
Well, me asking the question or not, it isn't gonna bring your dad back. Might as well find out what he left us so that we know what to do with it.
Who said that he left you anything? This was my dad, so it only stands to reason that his family are the ones who would get any inheritance from him.
I am his family. I married you, didn't I? So technically, I am his son. So he should have left me something in the will. And even if he didn't say it was explicitly for me, being your husband means that what's yours is mine, so I get to use your inheritance as I want to.
I don't think so. That's not how things work. And if you think that's how things are going to go, then we really need to have a talk about things. We can talk about the will later. Right now, I don't care what it says. I'm mourning my dad.
Fine, fine. Keep it to yourself then. Not like I'm your husband or anything.
What is wrong with you lately? All you've done is be horrible to me, and your focus is just constantly on money. It's not the most important thing in the world, you know.
Well, we can agree to disagree on that.
Honestly, I don't know what's going on with you. I really hope you stop being so... just heartless, really. I miss the man I fell in love with, who would help me through the tough times. I'm going to stay at my brother's house tonight. Maybe we can have a talk about some things tomorrow.
Yeah, fine. We probably do have a few things that we need to discuss.
Okay then. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Cedric, are you about?
I'm at home. Why?
Well, it's just, I was hoping we could have that conversation today. It's kind of important.
Well, I'm busy, so you will just have to wait.
Busy doing what? Isn't it your day off?
Yes, it is. I'm looking at buying myself a new car.
What? Why?
Well, because I wanted one, of course. With the money from what your dad left you in his will, I can buy one I've actually been wanting for a while now.
Okay, that's it. I didn't want to do this, but you've left me no choice. That is my inheritance to do what I want with, not for you to spend all on yourself. So, because I can see that all you care about is money, I'm going to do something I never thought I'd do. I'm leaving you.
What? Well, fine. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I haven't wanted to be with you for quite a while now, and if you divorce me, I still get half of everything, so it's a win for me.
You seem quite sure that you'll receive the money. Don't you see the divorce papers lying on the table? LOL.
There's no doubt about it. It'll be the easiest money I've earned.
Huh?
Well, like I said, I get half of everything. And with the money that your dad has left, I'll be able to get at least a decent-sized house. It'll be well worth having to put up with your annoying self for the last few years.
I see. And that's how you really feel?
That's right, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Why are you being so horrible all of a sudden? I mean, not that long ago, we were talking about trying to have kids and everything. Why the sudden change?
I guess I just realized that you weren't who I wanted to be with anymore. I felt smothered by you and like I was wasting my life, so I want to be free to do whatever I want to do.
Well then, I guess there's nothing left to do but to sign the papers then, is there?
Nope, and there's nothing you can do to stop me from getting your money either.
Uh-huh. Sure.
You're speechless out of anger, aren't you? That's hilarious. Well, I'm gonna go and buy a car now. I found a really nice one. A Maserati. And I won't have to pay a single penny for it because it'll come from your inheritance. See ya.
Hey Wanda, the strangest thing just happened.
Oh, hey, Jen. What was it?
Well, Cedric basically just told me that he's only stayed with me so that he can get my inheritance, so I'm divorcing him.
Oh, wow. Geez, are you okay?
Funnily enough, yeah. I mean, with how he's been acting recently, just really cold and only concerned about money, it's kind of a relief. I don't have to worry about him acting all weird and irritable.
Oh, well, I didn't tell you this before because I didn't think it was true, you know? I mean, Helen always talks rubbish, so when she told me this, I thought she was just messing about. But apparently she saw Cedric being yelled at by some very well-known loan sharks the other week. Something about owing them lots of money, like thousands.
Thousands?
Yep.
I see. Well, thanks for letting me know. It's cleared quite a few things up, actually.
You're welcome. What are you going to do?
Well, first I need to confirm what you've said and get evidence of it. Otherwise, there's not a lot that I can do.
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. I've got it sorted.
What do you mean?
I can get evidence for you, no problem.
How?
I know someone who knows the loan sharks. They'll be able to get some information for me.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you. That would be really helpful.
Just leave it to me and I'll get it all sorted for you. Ginny, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Did you get the evidence?
I did, actually. More than I was expecting to get, actually. Okay, so I asked my friend if he could get me some information on Cedric, to see if he actually was in a lot of debt like I thought he was. My friend asked the loan shark guy, who happily confirmed it for me, that Cedric owed a lot. And by that, I mean a lot of money.
How much?
Like 50,000.
50,000?
Yep, if not a little bit more.
But how has he gotten into so much debt?
Apparently it's a combination of things. He's been gambling a lot, but he's also been spending it on his girlfriend.
His girlfriend?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jen, but it seems Cedric has been cheating on you for a few months.
With who? Do you know?
I have no clue who it is. Probably just some random girl.
I see.
I'm really sorry, Jen.
It's not your fault. It's not like you're the one cheating with him. Besides, it probably helps me out more that it's worked out like this.
Okay, well, as long as you're alright.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not as upset as I thought I'd be.
Well, that's good. Have you got a plan on what to do now?
Yeah, I think so.
What is it?
Well,
Well, I've signed the papers. I'm gonna be a very rich man soon.
oh, hello to you too, Cedric. How nice of you to be the one messaging me for once. Although, I can't help but notice it's only because it's about money again.
Don't start. Do I need to give these papers to my lawyers yet?
No, not yet. I haven't signed them yet.
Well, why haven't you? I haven't got all the time in the world, Jenny. Besides, you were the one to give me these papers in the first place.
Well, I knew that if I signed them first, you'd try and find a way to screw me over. So I thought the safest thing to do would be to let you sign first, and then I'd sign after.
What do you mean screw you over? I'm already gonna be getting pretty much all of your money.
Actually, I don't think you will.
What? Yes, I will. That's how divorces work. You have to share everything equally.
Nope, you don't actually. The judge usually just does that in simple cases to make it fair. But when one partner does something wrong, such as cheating, the judge is more inclined to rule in the favor of the other person for being wronged. And then, if there's another infraction, such as, oh, I don't know, fraud or massive debt, the judge takes that into account too.
Wait, debt?
Yep. Also, there's a clause in my inheritance which states that the money may not be split if it's going to be used to pay off debts. My dad must have known exactly what you were like, long before me. He's made sure you won't get a penny of his inheritance. LOL.
What? That's not fair. I need that money. Besides, how'd you know about the debt?
It wasn't hard to figure out, especially when Wanda has friends who know the loan sharks you used.
But surely you want to help me, right? We are husband and wife.
I might have helped if the reason you had gone to the loan sharks had not been because you wanted money to spend on your girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
Yep, I know about her too. Honestly, you just made it so I won't have to give you anything. LOL.
Hang on. She was a mistake. She didn't mean anything. I promise. We shouldn't throw away our marriage because of a mistake. Besides, as husband and wife, you promised to be there for me, for richer or for poorer. So, you owe me that money.
I don't owe you anything. You haven't even apologized for what you've done to me. So I know you don't really care. You're still just after my money. Well, you're not going to get any of it.
That's not fair.
It really is. Oh, and by the way, my inheritance was over 100,000. Sucks to be you.
You don't need all that money. Stop being selfish and share it.
Oh, I will be sharing it, just not with you.
But
I mean, why would I reward your horrible behavior with some money? These last 2 years have felt like a never-ending nightmare to me. Constantly having to clean up after you, wash all your clothes, cook all your food, like I'm some sort of servant. Thank goodness that's all over now. I just have to ask though, why do it? Why cheat on me?
I guess I just realized that you weren't who I wanted to be with anymore. I felt smothered by you and like I was wasting my life. So I want to be free to do whatever I want to do.
Well, you've certainly made it so that you can do that. Although you might find it a bit difficult to do without any money.
That won't happen. I'm gonna take you to court and I'll make you seem so bad that the judge will give me everything. No, wait, we can work something out. Please.
No, I'm done with you, Cedric. This whole situation is your own fault, so deal with the consequences like an adult. From now on, I'm not speaking to you unless it's matters to do with a divorce. Goodbye, Cedric.
No, wait.
In the end, even though Cedric signed the papers, he decided to take our divorce matters to court where he lost spectacularly. The judge, after seeing all of the evidence that I had collected about Cedric, and all of the things he had been doing which negatively affected me, decided to give me pretty much everything. He ended up giving me 90% of our joint bank account to cover the cost of everything he had used to gamble away or spent on his girlfriend. I don't know what happened with their relationship, and to be honest, I'm not that bothered. Although I did hear that he was forced to come to an agreement with the loan sharks he borrowed the money off of, meaning that he had to give them at least 20% of his wages every month. As for me, I was sad to have lost my marriage, especially so soon after losing my dad. But my brother was there for me through everything, and so was Wanda. Slowly but surely, I am putting a new life together, one that I actually enjoy living. And my dad's inheritance has helped a lot. I have since started my own bakery business, and it's going really well. It's incredibly popular, and I'm earning a lot of money from it. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about it being spent on other women or being gambled away. Sometimes in life, it's difficult to let go of someone you love. But if they aren't good for you, then it's best to cut the toxic person out of your life.